Friday, July 11th. This is the Lion Channel. I'm John. Day 71 of my manifesting journey. If you knew right now, at this moment, that you were the main character in a video game, in a high-tech video game, you are the main character and everything else is a simulation. Just like a virtual reality game or one of those, games with the avatars that I was talking about yesterday. You are the main character and everything is happening for you. Every encounter that you have with anything, a person, an animal, looking up in the sky and seeing something, that was there for you, and you are the only real person in this world. How would that change your perspective? Would you be anxious? Would you have fears and doubts? Would you be concerned or worried about what was going to happen, or worried about what somebody's thinking about you, if you knew that they were just part of a simulation that you were creating? How would you be thinking about that? Would you still have those fears and doubts? Would you? If you knew that it wasn't real and that you were the only realness? Because that is what it is. That's what I talk about all the time on here in terms of the simulation and, what Neville Goddard talked about. The only real world is in your imagination. So that translates to you are creating everything. And this is just a simulation. It's not real. It's coming from you. And when you leave, this leaves. So if you really get to the point where you know that, you're not going to be scared or anxious or fearful unless you forget. And how do you forget? You forget when you're not in the present moment. That's why I continually say that if you're in the past or you're in the future and you're not in the present, then you become part of the simulation. But as long as you can stay in the present and know that you're what's real and everything else is just a hologram, then all of those fears, doubts, worries, all of that stuff, it goes away. But you have to get to the point where you know that. And when you know it, you can start changing your world just like I am. We're out for a yes day. My daughter's on a shopping spree right now. We've been out for 4 hours and, a lot of this is for me in terms of old resistance that I had, to my wife shopping and my daughter shopping and just, kind of being their whole process, where they're very selective in their choices. And so it's been 4 hours. We've been out here and I'm sitting in the car and waiting, and they're finishing up hopefully soon. But I was like, I got to go make a video. I didn't realize it was going to be this long, but I created this. Even the people who are closest to you, you created it. Just like I talked about in that one video where it's like I hug the pillow and I created my wife. I fell asleep with that. 6 months later, I met my wife. It's not going to happen overnight. Your world is not going to change overnight. But if you fall asleep in the wish fulfilled, that's where you are creating your life. What state of consciousness are you falling asleep in? Because that's the video game that you're going to play tomorrow. If you want to change the video game, if you want to change the board, if you want to change your level, you have to fall asleep with something different than what you've been falling asleep with. That's the only way that it changes. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck on the same level. You keep complaining about things, you're going to be stuck on that level. You are, like David says on YouTube, you are liking and subscribing to that channel. Until you can watch that channel without reacting to it, that channel is going to keep showing up in your feed and it's going to keep playing out in your experience. So watch yesterday's video. If you haven't watched it, start doing what I said in that video, or start just searching for something that will keep you present, because when you're present, you're not a part of the simulation. And you can grasp and know what I'm saying, that you create it all. My life is changing. Every single day is getting better. Lion's Den. Everyone staying consistent still. Just like we're all like machines. We're all machines now. Okay, Kate, Marley, Mindy, and Brent. All posting every day, all following through, all non-negotiable. Most important thing, falling asleep in the wish fulfilled. If you want to join the Lion's Den and start changing your life, post. I will post. I'll respond to you. And I'll shout you out, just like I shouted everybody out in the next video. All right? It's here to help people. And it will stay here. Okay? Even if one day comes and I'm talking to myself and everyone stops posting in the Lion's Den and it's just me, it's still going to be here. 365 days. All right? My wife and daughter are finished. So I'm going to finish. They're both smiling. They're so cute. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow, day 72. Oh, my wife just bought a... never mind. I'll see you tomorrow, day 72. Have a great night. Bye.